Hello everyone, and welcome to our Saturday stream, our little thing that we do each week, where we just, play some games. Just figure out what seems to be a fun time to play. And I was just thinking this past week, it's been a little while since we've gotten to choose our own adventure. So I figured that we're going to do that this week with House of Hell. House of Hell, strictly speaking, not Choose Your Own Adventure. It's part of the Fighting Fantasy series of books. Now, it was once a book. However, it was changed, upgraded into a mobile app by Tin Man Games, the makers of the Strange Loves series. So, we've played those before. We know what those are about. But this was an existing story that they converted into this format. This is the Android version that we're playing. The third Strange Loves story, by the way, has not come out yet, so this is what we're doing for right now. Though I am looking forward to that third game eventually happening. Let's get started. So, like it says, it's an interactive adventure in which we are the hero. Now, there's actually, there's combat in this. There are dice rolls. We could play on hardcore mode, exactly how Steve Jackson designed it. On medium mode, we could do free read mode, but I'm not even going to take this to a vote. Of course, we're playing hardcore mode. Exactly how it was in the original book. So, first, we have to figure out what our stats are. We can roll our starting skill. Take that, look at that. Built-in dice rolls. We only got a 3, so our skill is only 9, unfortunately. Honorific, we're going to get 3 pages. Perhaps he knows that House of Hell is known for being a difficult game. Or difficult story, I should say. So our stamina. Let's roll. Still not too high. Our character is not very strong. Do we get to name our character? I don't think this has naming. What about luck? Alright. Oh man, I think our character is a goner. But, we're going to face our fear. We're not going to back away, we're not going to re-roll, we're going to face the House of Hell with these stats. Let's roll our fear. 4. This character I don't think is especially prepared to face the House of Hell, but I mean that's fine. Hopefully we'll have luck. Alright, let's begin the story, and as we continue on, I think you'll get the idea of what this is all about. The rain spatters the windscreen relentlessly. You can see no more than a watery gloom as you strain forwards over the steering wheel to see the road ahead. Although the wipers flap valiantly, they are fighting a losing battle as the rain drives harder and harder. Your foot eases off the accelerator. The headlights struggle to light up the road. Damn. You cursed the white-haired old man who sent you off along this bumpy track. Probably he meant the second turning on the left, or even a right turning. The old fool. Perhaps this is his idea of a joke. After all, didn't you notice a mischievous glint in his eye? Something vaguely sinister. But what sort of nonsense is this? So you've taken a wrong turn and got caught in a downpour in the night. The rain will ease off soon. It can't possibly keep up this deluge for long. And then you'll be able to watch out! You spin the wheel frantically to the left to avoid the figure who, from nowhere, shows up in the headlights. The car bumps and jolts as it bounces over the rocky road slide and thumps into a ditch. You collect your thoughts. You are unhurt, but shaken. Then you remember what has happened. The body. You must have hit the figure that appeared. There was no way you could have avoided him. You spring out of the car, praying that he is still alive. Your clothes soak up the rain as you hobble back to the road. In the darkness, it is difficult to see anything, but there is no sign of a body. You consider the situation. Are you certain that it was someone and not a trick of the light? Yes, you can remember the arms held up in fright as the car collided, and the look of anguish on his face. His face. There was something familiar about that face. A man you recognized. An old man with white hair. Your heart leaps. No, impossible. With a shiver of fear, you race back to the car, jump inside, force the key into the ignition, and twist it violently. The starter coughs, sputters, and dies. You hit the key again, but this time a single shudder is all the engine can manage. You grasp the wheel with your hands and shake it desperately as if to force some life into the car. But the battery is dead. Your car is certainly not budging from this ditch tonight. Your situation is hopeless, but now the plight of your car is paramount. Where can you get help? You passed the garage at Mingleford, but that was some 20 miles away. As if in answer, a light appears in the distance. Someone has switched on a bedroom light. What a stroke of luck! It was at least 15 miles back that you passed the last house, and you happen to have broken down just a short distance from someone's home. You button up your coat and open the door. From outside the car, you can see the building more clearly. Just ahead, on the left, a drive winds up to a large house. It's a good 5-minute walk away, and by the time you reach it, you'll be drenched. But how else can you call the garage? You can't afford to miss tomorrow's appointment. No, go you must. Anyway, you'll probably be able to dry off inside phoning the garage. You slam the door, turn up your collar, and set off for the house. A flash of lightning lights it up clearly for you, but in your preoccupation with the rain, the warning from above is wasted on you. The house is old, very old, and in a shocking state of repair. The light in the window is flickering, most likely an oil lamp, certainly not electric, and you don't notice a fact that might have turned you back anyway. There is no telephone line going to the house. How spooky, and it seems that some people have had some spookiness going on with Hitbox.television. It seems fine on my end, but it looks like some people were getting cut off, but I think it's alright now. Let's continue. As you climb the steps to the front door, little do you realize what fate has in store for you. Tonight is going to be a night to remember. Now, turn over. You climb the creaking steps up to the front door and pause to catch your breath. Even though you ran all the way up the drive from the car, you are soaked through. Your feet are particularly wet. Judging by the number of puddles you stepped into in the dark, the drive needs a small fortune spending on repairs. But under the porch, you are out of the storm. You brush the rain from your clothes before turning towards the door. The rain is still pelting down, but an eerie silence hangs in the air. No lights are on downstairs. You step back from the porch to check the upstairs window which attracted your attention earlier. Nothing. No lights. The whole place seems to be deserted, but then you remember the time. 5 minutes to midnight. Everyone in the house has probably gone to bed. An owl hoots in the distance, and a shiver runs down your spine. The situation is a little scary. Here you are, in the middle of nowhere, at some strange, run-down old house, about to wake up whoever lives inside. At midnight, they certainly won't be too pleased, but you have no choice if you're going to make your appointment tomorrow. You must reach a telephone to call for help. You step up to the front door. From the left-hand side of the house, a dull glow catches your attention. A light has been turned on. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least someone is awake. You consider your options. There is an elaborate knocker in the middle of the door, and a bell pull hanging down to the right. Well, chat, what do? Do we wrap the door with the knocker? With number 1, do we pull the cord with number 2, or do we creep around the house to investigate the light with number 3? Take a vote now. Why don't you? Number 3 is going up there. Everyone wants to do a little creeping. Yeah, just creep. A little creeping around the house. Alright, creeps. We're going with number 3. We're gonna creep around this house. You walk from the porch round the side of the house. A light is indeed on, and it's shining through a window at the back of the building. Well, we have another choice already. Do we wish to go round to see if we can see anything at this window, which will be number 1? Or will we walk up to one of the other windows along the side wall to see whether we can enter the house without anyone knowing with number 2? Number 2 going up. We don't want anyone to know we're here. A little more even this time, but I think number 2 is going to take it. Alright, let's walk up along to one of the other windows. You walk up to a large window which looks as though it may not be quite closed, but there are heavy bars across it. Even if you were able to open the window, you would never manage to squeeze through these bars. The house is certainly well protected from intruders. Well, chat, do we want to continue round the house to see where the light is coming from? Do we want to return back to the front door, just forget everything we've been doing so far, go back to the front door, pull the rope, or use the knocker? I guess that is also going back to the front door. Which one should we do, chat? Do we continue creeping around, or do we go back to the front door and knock the door in a couple ways? Looks like number 1's popping up. The chat wants to creep around this house. Just keep on creeping with number 1. Alright. Ooh, how homey. The lit window is next to a back door which leads to a kitchen. Voices are coming from the kitchen, but you cannot see anyone. Whoever is in there must be standing by the back wall, out of sight. You strain to hear what is being said. There appear to be 2 people in the kitchen, and they are talking excitedly.
Master's getting ready. I'm starting to get excited. I've never been to one before. Do you really think we may be visited?
Another man's voice, rather more controlled, replies, You know, I'm having doubts about this whole affair. She is young, and she came here in all innocence. I just don't know. The 2 men walk around the kitchen, and you can see them more clearly. They are both dressed in white gowns. One is a good deal younger than the other. Do you wish to knock on the door to see whether they will let us in? Or do we wait and listen a little longer? Well, chat, do we knock with number 1, or do we just hang out and see what happens with number 2? Number 2 popping up, as I thought it would be. It seems that if we're creeping around, perhaps making ourselves known, probably not the best choice. Let's wait. The young man turns to the older one and angrily says,
The Master's teaching are not for the faint-hearted. You know of his power and his promises to us all. Perhaps you are no longer strong enough to stay with us.
The older man turns away towards the window. He is hiding the look on his face, which is one of nervousness and fear. He realizes that he has said the wrong thing. No, he stammers. I'll be all right. Just a momentary weakness. Come, let us get on with preparations. Together, the 2 men leave the kitchen, blowing out the candles on the way. You wonder what they were talking about. Now you must choose your next move. All right, should we try to get in through the kitchen door, because they seem to be gone, or do we go back round the front? Looks like number 1 is popping up. The chat still wants to try to invade the house without being noticed. Alright, we'll see if we can do it. Let's try this kitchen door. And the door is firmly locked. We will not enter the house this way. If we wish, we can try to attract the attention of the 2 men. Alternatively, we can walk back to the front door and use the bell pull or the knocker. The story seems pretty insistent on going back to the front door, I just want to say. Or we could attract the attention of the 2 men, which is a chat. Number 3 is in the lead, but number one is going up. You know, I think what's happening here is that there is a contingent who wants to attract the attention of the 2 men, and the other 2 sides, who both want to go back to the front door, are splitting their votes among 2 and 3. But it looks like number 3 is it's very close. Our home invader is very conflicted about the way that we should go about invading this home. We're just standing out in the rain, holding our head, just wondering which way we should go on this. Alright, I'm gonna do a countdown here. 3, 2, 1. Number 1 was coming right back up when I did that. Yeah, that was 46 to 47, so looks like number 3 won. But number 1 almost had it. Almost had it. We're going back to the front door and using the knocker. A few moments later, the door handle turns slowly and the door opens. Standing in the doorway is a tall man dressed in a dark suit with tails. His long face is solemn.
Yes?
He asks, indignantly. You smile nervously and explain your situation. Your car is broken down, you need to reach a telephone, and you are soaked to the skin. The man's face remains expressionless.
Come in,
he orders.
The master is expecting you. Follow me.
He leads you to a reception hall and tells you to sit down while he informs his master of your arrival. You sit down in a solid carved chair and look around. The reception hall is certainly not what you would have expected from the outside. It is elegantly decorated with rich tapestries and fine oak panels. A number of portraits line the walls. A sturdy 16th century table is set against one wall. So, this seems nice. Do we wait for our host to arrive? Do we study the paintings, or do we just look around for a telephone? What do you think we should do, chat? The master is expecting us, as we have found, but we have a little bit of spare time to take while we're waiting. Looks like number 2 has win up, so I'm going to study these paintings. 3 portraits are particularly interesting. Will we look at a beautiful young woman wearing a tiara? Will we look at a middle-aged, portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses? Or we could look at an elderly woman with gray hair and a cold expression. 1, 2, or 3, chat. Number 2 looks like it's... number 3 is coming up. Number 2 still has the lead, but number 3 is pretty close. If the people voting 5 and 6 actually voted... 4 or 5, I should say, actually voted for something that they could vote for. It looks like number 2, though, is going to actually be the winner. Alright, let's talk with the middle-aged, portly gentleman wearing half-moon glasses. You study the portrait of, the Duke of Brewster, 1763 to 1828. A rather elegant sort of chap, you think as you stare at him, but suddenly you jump back. You could swear you saw his eyes move. A moment later, your suspicions are confirmed. His eyes are definitely moving, directing your attention towards one of the doors in the hall. What is happening? Your car breaks down, and suddenly you're in an elegantly decorated derelict house with moving portraits. Will you sit back in the chair and wait for your host to return? Or will we try the handle on the door that the portrait is looking at? We may, if we wish, look at another painting. Chat? Number 2 going up. It looks like that the chat wants to take the advice of the Duke of Brewster. Well, advice, I mean, he just glanced at the door. We'll take any hint we can get, though, I guess. Let's try the handle on that door. You race across to the door and twist the handle. Ah! You stifle a scream and release the handle immediately as an electric shock runs up your arm. You lose 2 stamina points. Alright, so let's take a look at this bit. The adventure sheet. Our stamina originally was 20. We lost 2 points. If we lose all our stamina, we die. If you're wondering what fear is, we gain fear points when we get scared, and if we get up to 10, I forget if it's 10 or 11, we would die. By the way, we're unarmed, there are men in white gowns in the house, and we have found nothing. Footsteps. Someone is coming. The tall man you met earlier walks in, opening the door for another tall man dressed in a red smoking jacket.
May I present Lord Kelnor, the Earl of Druma,
the butler announces. The Earl holds out his hand, and you shake it. His grip is strong, and his eyes pierce yours. His lips widen to a soft smile. You begin to tell him of your predicament, but he holds up his hand.
Please, I can see that you have been caught in this filthy storm. Let us sit by the fire, and we can see whether we can help. Franklin's, tell the cook to prepare some food for our visitor.
You protest that you do not wish to be any trouble, but your host ignores you and leads you to a drawing room where a fire is burning. You take off your coat and sit down. The heat of the fire makes you feel comfortable once more. Franklin's returns with 2 glasses of brandy. Well, chat, do we relax and drink the brandy and ask if we can use the telephone, or do we wait and see what happens? Number 1 is going... number 2 just passed it. Still pretty neck and neck, but no, I think number 2 looks like it is in a pretty good lead right now, so we're going to end this. And we're going to go with number 2 and just not drink anything that has been given to us and see what happens. Your host is a little annoyed by your nervousness. Come, he says. There's no need to be afraid. Has your little accident caused you to lose your nerve? Drink your brandy. You'll soon forget about your fears. As you watch him, your mind begins to play tricks on you. Is his expression one of genuine concern for your welfare? Or is there a hint of something secretive in his eyes and smile? You shiver, and your fear of the situation is evident. You gain 1 fear point. A short while later, Franklin's appears.
Your meal is served, sir,
he says to the Earl. You both rise and go through to the dining room. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, yeah, that got us a fear point. Now, from what I don't know a lot about House of Hell, but I don't think that's necessarily the wrong path. I think that the game might require us to take damage at some point, so just because we took a fear point does not necessarily mean that we took the wrong decision, I think. Skill at what, Blenheim? We'll find out about that when we get into combat. There's combat in this thing. The dining room looks magnificent. A long table stretches between 2 fine chairs and is laid with gleaming silver cutlery. A rich red wallpaper covers the walls, and the room is lit by a sparkling chandelier, bristling with candles which hangs from the ceiling. You take your seat, and the butler moves behind you to offer you wine. Which wine would we like to drink? Would we like to choose the white or the red? Well, we didn't want to choose anything last time, but this time it seems that we have to make a decision on white or red. What do you think is appropriate for the occasion, chat? You know, I was never good at this, like knowing the rules of fine dining, of knowing what wine was supposed to go in what situation. So I'm not sure myself, and it looks like the chat is not too sure itself. It's very torn about which wine we should be taking. Alright, I'm gonna go with a countdown. 3, 2, 1... Okay, number 2 just barely won. If that was a tie, I guess we just have to do another vote. Okay, good. We're gonna go with red. The wine is impeccable. A fine vintage. Soup follows, and then you may choose between 2 dishes for your main course. Wow, the Earl is just feeding us this wonderful meal. I mean, I don't see what's horrific about any of this. Chat, do we want lamb or duck? Or we could tell the host that we're really not hungry. I don't know, it's kind of rude to tell your host that you don't want to eat the food that's offered, but... Okay, it looks like it's not going to be an issue, as the chat is saying that they really want duck. They want their red wine and their duck. Okay, we're going to go with that. Your mouth waters as a roast duck is laid before you. The Earl is having the same, and you both chat as you eat. He wants to know how you came to be driving along this road in the middle of the night, and you tell him about the old man's directions. You ask him about yourself and about himself and his family. Okay, just having some friendly small talk with the Earl. The Earl of Droomer is the last survivor of his family. His estate stretches for miles around the house. At one time, his estate was prosperous, with many tenant farmers cultivating his land and providing a healthy income for his family. But things started to change. His sister died at the age of 32 under mysterious circumstances. She was found dead in a clearing in the woods with strange marks on her neck. Yeah, it's pretty mysterious. That just sounds like murder, Earl. That's what you call that, I think. News traveled fast, and the ignorant peasants started muttering about witchcraft and black magic. In their eyes, the house was cursed. Pure superstitious nonsense, of course. But gradually, the farmers moved to new pastures, avoiding the estate. By now, you have finished your meal. Franklin's returns to offer you fruit, cheese, coffee, and brandy. Well, chat, will we take the fruit, coffee, and brandy, the cheese, coffee, and brandy, or just cheese and coffee? Very specific combinations. Number 3 is popping up here. It looks like number 2 is coming up, but number 3 is in the lead. It looks like that the chat feels that we should just be taking cheese and coffee and should be avoiding the fruits and the brandy, I guess. No, number 2 just came up. Strong feelings about number 2 and 3 here. So many close decisions on the subject of what we should eat at dinner tonight. Doesn't seem like it's moving, so let's see. 3, 2, 1. Chat, someone voted for number 3 right at the end. Well, we can't have a tie. We can't take both choices. I'm going to close my eyes and say 3, 2, 1, end. Okay, so I think that time number 3 was the one that won because I did a really quick vote. So that's going to have to be what won. The butler brings you in a plate of cheese and steaming pot of coffee. He cuts you a portion of cheese and pours your coffee into a china cup. The conversation continues. You finish off your meal. The Earl rises to his feet, saying, "Our conversation has been most enjoyable, but now you must be tired. Franklin's will show you to your room. Let us retire." You stand up. He's right. You are tired, and it is well past midnight. You stumble and reach out to steady yourself against the table. Phew! You didn't realize you were that tired. Or have you had a little too much to drink? Your head is spinning, and the voice of your host becomes part of a background noise which is getting louder and louder in your ears. Eventually, you collapse to the ground and lose consciousness. You open your eyes, your head is spinning, and it is some time before you are fully aware of the fact that your hands and feet are bound. The room you're in is empty, but you work out a plan. You will hop over to the window, break the glass, and use it to cut yourself free. Pulling yourself to your feet is awkward, but you manage it, and with a mixture of hops and shuffles, you arrive at the window. I like imagining that, hopping and shuffling our way to the window. Outside, the wind is blowing the rain against the window panes. Will you go ahead and smash the window with your hands? Something of a risky business. Or will you instead test your luck? Okay, so here's luck. Our luck is 7. Now, if I remember this right, I think the game is going to roll 2 dice, and if the number is lower than our luck, we win. If we lose, I think we lose some stamina. I think that's how that goes. So, chat, do we wish to test our luck, or do we not wish to try our luck here? It looks like testing our luck is going up. Yep, that seems like this is going to be dominated by testing luck. Alright, let's test our luck. We decide to test our luck. Time to roll the dice. 8. Just barely, our luck has run out. We were unlucky. The glass cuts our wrist, and we lose 2 stamina points. Yep, we sure did. Oh, by the way, let's see. I collapsed at dinner. I like the idea that he is this little card that he's just making these notes on. I collapse after dinner, so weird. You cut yourself free and massage your wrists to get the circulation moving again. Then you walk over to the door to try it. It is not locked. You try the handle, open it a little, and look outside. Your room is on a first-floor landing. Facing the door is a balustrade, and looking over the banisters you can see the entrance hall below. To your left, there are 2 doors in the corner of the building, which runs along to the right. If we wish to go that way, we can choose number 1, or if we can look to our right and see that the landing runs past another door and then turns to the left, and we can go that way by choosing number 2. So basically, it's just do we go left or right? Alright, looks like we're going with choice number 2. We're heading off to the right. A short distance further along the balcony, you arrive at the door with Azazel written on the nameplate. Oh, this sounds like a very promising room. Always go in the door that has the name of some kind of, If we wish to try this door, we can choose number 1. If we want to just keep on going, we can try number 2. Looks like number 1 is going up. Everyone wants to go into the Azazel room. Well, why wouldn't we? Alright, let's go in this door. Oh, this is, welcoming. The door opens and you peer into the room. You quickly check that there is no one inside and are relieved to find it empty, but full of clutter. It seems to be a crude scientific laboratory of some sort. A brass telescope points through the window towards the sky. Charts and mathematical tables are pinned to the walls. A human skeleton hangs from a hook, and a bench is covered with glass vials and apparatus. They look like priceless antiques and were probably made in the last century. Do I just go to the next page? All right, there we go. Do we wish to investigate this room further, or should we leave the room? It does seem like there's a lot of stuff to look at in this room. And yeah, it does look like number 1 is going up as the chat wants to investigate. Maybe we can find something helpful. You step into the room and close the door behind you. A squeaking noise from one corner makes you jump. But when you walk over, you are relieved to find that the squeaking comes from 3 rats in a cage. You keep your ears peeled for the sounds of visitors as you investigate the contents of the room. So chat, how should we look through this room? Should we look through the drawers? Should we investigate the liquids in the glass vials? Or we could look through the cupboards? Choice is your chat. It's very specific in how it's asking us how we want to ransack the room. Looks like number 2 is going to win, though. So let's examine these glass vials. At the end of the bench is a rack which holds 4 glass vials, and each vial contains a colored liquid. They look like the results of someone's experiment. Are you willing to risk taking a sip of one of these liquids? If so, which color will you choose? Green, red, clear, or yellow? If this seems a little too dangerous, we can instead look through the drawers by turning to 81, or we could look through the cupboards. Wow, we have all 6 choices to take this time. Okay, green is number 1, red is number 2, clear is number 3, yellow is number 4. Let's see, if this is too dangerous and we want to look through the drawers, it's 5, and cupboards is 6. Number 3 is going up. Yeah, I mean, we came over. Number 6 actually gets popped off the screen. But Oddme will tell us who wins, even if number 6 isn't visible. Alright. I was just seeing that for myself. Okay. Even though you can't see it, it looks like number 3 is more than number 5 and 6 as well, so number 3 has won. Okay. Whew, pump ourselves up. Time to drink some mysterious liquid that happens to be clear. You grab the vial, boldly remove the stopper, and take a sip of the liquid inside. You wash it around your mouth to test the taste. It is thick and syrupy. Not at all unpleasant. You swallow hard, gulp, and wait with bated breath for it to take effect. For several moments nothing happens. Perhaps it will have no effect. You move over towards the cupboards, and that is when you first notice a difference. Each step you take is an effort. You feel like lead weights and your movements are sluggish. The liquid is a poison which saps the strength of those who take it. Your skill reduces by 1 point and your stamina by 3. Well, chat, this is just not going too well for us. Yep, our points are just going down. Suddenly, your ears prick up at the sound of footsteps coming closer. You nip into the shadows and wait. The footsteps stop outside the door, and you can hear 2 voices talking.
Hadn't we better ask the master's permission?
One asks, maybe you're right, and we'd better get a light for the lamps. You breathe a sigh of relief as the footsteps disappear off in the direction from which you approach the room. You decide it is best to leave before they return, and you open the door onto the landing. The safest way to go, it strikes you, is away from the 2 visitors who may return at any moment. So, okay, this is actually not a choice. This one is just going to depend on which direction we approached from, and it's not actually going to let us click the second one. So, if we approach the room from the left, then we're going to 299. You follow the landing round until you reach another door on the right-hand side. A nameplate identifies it as the Erasmus Room. You know, I really should have nameplates that identify all the rooms. That just seems really convenient. Just have a nameplate naming all of your rooms. Oh, hold on, now Oddme is all stretched out now. Alright, there it goes. There he is. Number 1 is popping up, so we're going to enter the Erasmus Room. You grasp the handle and turn it. The door is locked, and it looks too sturdy for you to break down. Well, chat, it looks like we don't get to enter the Erasmus Room. Should we turn towards the door at the end of the corridor, or should we go back from where we came, carrying on past the room from which we originally appeared? Probably having some kind of map would make these directions make more sense. Have a more visual way of knowing where we are, but it looks like the chat is saying we're going to go with number 1. We're going to turn towards the door at the end of the corridor. Oh goodness! At the end of the corridor ahead of you is a stout wooden door. While you are considering whether or not to try this room, a noise behind you startles you. You spin around, only to find that the wind is rustling wall hangings. There is nothing to be afraid of. You turn back, and are amazed to find a faint white figure has appeared in front of you. This apparition is a young woman in her early 20s with long, flowing hair. She is dressed in a white bridal gown which has seen bridal dress which has seen better days. It is ripped and torn. We gain 1 fear point. Yep. Closer to death every time.
Oh, thank God I have found you in time, she says. I must talk to you immediately. Come, let us go into this room.
It's my dead maiden voice. Okay, will we follow her into the room, or do we suspect a trap and rather turn back? Looks like the chat really wants to trust the ghost and follow her into the room, so that's what we're doing. Oh, we got an achievement, I guess. We had faith in a ghost. To enter the room, she passes right through the door. You, of course, must use more traditional methods. You turn the handle and walk into the Apollyon room. It is an elegant bedroom. Fine floor-length curtains hang along one wall. An enormous bed with lace coverings is against another wall, and opposite stands a beautiful dressing table with a huge mirror. The woman hovers in the center of the room and bides you to sit down on the bed.
Your coming here has been no accident, she starts. And I must warn you of the terrible dangers you will face here. This house is ruled by the Master, a powerful black priest of the night named Kelnor, Earl of Druma. I would guess that you ought to be offered to the demons of hellfire if you survive that long.
Yesterday, they trapped a girl, a pretty young district nurse who happened to call. She is to be offered tonight. I cannot let this devilry continue. There must be some way it can be stopped. If you can find the Chris knife, you might be able to defeat Kelnor, for this weapon is his only weakness. Please, help me. You will probably find it in... No, quick! We are discovered! I can hear the hounds! Go! Leave this room! Probably would have chosen a different voice if I knew that paragraph was going to be so... You stand up. She was right. You can hear barking getting rapidly closer. She motions to you, pointing at the door. You run to the door and peer outside. Nothing. The barking gets louder and you turn back towards the ghost, who seems to be struggling with something. She is involved in a fight with two huge ghostly Great Danes, which are snapping and clawing at her. You take a step forwards, but it is hopeless. You cannot touch the beasts, and your help would have been very welcome because the dogs are much too powerful for her. She is weakening, and as she does so, her image fades. Moments later, she disappeared completely. Satisfied that their job has been done, the two Great Danes disappear also. You are alone. Hold on, let me take a look at something. Okay. So we did find out that Lord Kelnor is Black Priest of the Night, Nurse is to be sacrificed, and the Chris Knife will defeat Kelnor. Okay, so what do we do now? Do we want to help the ghost, save the nurse and all, or do we just escape from the house, just say forget about all of this and run out? It looks like the chat is deciding that we are indeed a hero, and we are going to help her. You consider your best plan as you walk down the passageway. You turn right along the landing, and two doors are on your left. The first has Azazel written on its nameplate. On the second, Mephisto. Do we wish to try either of these doors? Well, I guess we know about Azazel. But what about Mephisto? Looks like the chat is voting for that. Let's head on inside. The handle turns, and the door opens a little, but it is caught on something and will not open any further. Okay, so maybe we can't get in, but maybe we could force the door open. Do you want to try? Looks like number one is going up. It looks like the chat does indeed want to try to force the door. You heave the door with your shoulder. The wood creaks, and it opens a little further, enough to let you into the room. It is small and bare, and a cold, damp wind swirls through it, bellowing the curtains. The window pane is smashed, and the floor beneath the window is sodden from the rain. You look around, but there is nothing unusual in this room, apart from a frayed length of knotted rope. You take this with you and leave. As you pull the door to you, you find a piece of glass wedged underneath it, which was making it stick. You turn left out of the room and continue along the landing. Alright, I mean, we got, I guess... Let's see. Yeah, we have this frayed rope, and that seems to be the only thing that we have. You walk up to the two doors to the corner of the balcony. The one on the left is named Balthus, and the one in front of you has no name. Chat, should we go into the Balthus room, or the unnamed room, or ignore them altogether? Yeah, the Mephisto room was not really eventful. That seemed a little disappointing considering the name. This is torn. Whether we go into Balthus or the unnamed room. But it looks like number one is going up, so yeah, I'm going to end the vote. And we're going to say the Balthus room. The room you have entered is bare. Pinstripe wallpaper covers the wall. A hearth, I believe it's pronounced, is set in the center of one wall, and on the mantelpiece there is a small wooden box. Curtains are pulled together along another wall, but they hang awkwardly, bulging at unnatural places. Well, chat, should we investigate the curtain's unnatural bulges? Do we open the box on the mantelpiece, or do we leave the room? Let's see. Pretty even so far, chat. But it seems that the chat's desire to investigate unnatural bulges is going to win through, so I guess it's going to be number 1. Let's investigate it. Slowly and quietly, we walk up to the curtain. There is no movement from it. You grab the left-hand curtain and fling it open. There is a full-length window behind, which is barred on the outside, but nothing is hiding there. You take hold of the other curtain, but before you can move it, the bulges you have noticed come to life. Oh no, zombies! From behind the curtain, a heavy blow hits you in the chest and knocks you backwards up to the floor. We lose 2 stamina points. Do we still have enough stamina left? Yep, we do. Let's take a look at how many points we have. Yep, we've lost almost half of our stamina points, chat, though. We're not doing that well. We pick ourselves up quickly, and the curtain slides to one side. A human figure steps out. Its skin is a dirty green color. Its wide eyes stare at you, yet through you. Its jaw gapes open to reveal a mouth full of rotten teeth. It wears ragged clothes, and it is advancing towards you. We gain 2 fear points just by looking at it. We are so scared, chat. We are so frightened. It is time for combat, and we cannot do anything about it. We must fight. Fight on! Okay, this is how combat works. We roll dice. Yeah, and its attack ended up being greater than ours. We can see stamina and skill points come into play here. We rolled a 5, plus our skill was 10. Then the zombie's skill is the zombie is higher skill than us. Plus 9 was 16, and whoever gets the higher points, they get the actual attack. Now I don't know what happens if we test our luck. Chat, should we fight on or should we test our luck? Because I honestly don't know what happens if we do that. Our luck points are not the highest either, I have to say. But it looks like that's what's going to win. Let's test our luck. Okay. Alright, we took 1 less damage because of that. Now, I might assume that if we failed that roll, we probably would have taken more damage, is what I'm going to guess. This is not going well. Let's test our luck again, see what happens. Unlucky. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Chat, I have to say this is not going well for us. So, chat, you've seen what happens when we test our luck. Let's make a vote. Every time we take damage, should I test the luck or should I not test the luck? Number 1, if I should test it every time. Number 2, if I should never test it. Since I don't really want to take the vote after every attack, and we have no way of knowing whether it's going to work or not, but the chat is saying after every attack I should test the luck. It looks like that's what it's pretty close, but I think number 1 is winning. Alright, we'll test the luck. Oh man, oh man. Oh no, we did. That was lucky. Wait, why was that lucky? Is it because we have to get I don't know how this works. That's still not good for us. You see, because he has more skill points than us, that means that even when we get a draw, it still means we lose. It has to be less than 7? Okay. Less is better. Alright. We're doing terribly here, chat. I don't know if we're gonna do this. Yep. We're overcome. We were defeated. You have died, meeting your grisly end in the House of Hell. The end. Bong. So that's House of Hell. We did not defeat the Earl of Kelnor. We checked the bulge, and we paid for it, as will happen in real life. That's very true to life. We might come back to the House of Hell at some point, to try it again. We'll see about that. I liked House of Hell. I like this little story with its combat and stats. So we might do it again. We might try this. But for right now, let's move on to something else, chat. What we're moving on to, chat, is we're going to continue on with Sin and Punishment. I tried this out last week. Am I going to watch SummerSlam? Yeah, I think I will. Oh, I mean, I have the WWE Network. I might as well use it to watch the pay-per-views. Sort the pods. That's right. It turned out that sorting the pods is the key. That's what we need to do. Yes, that's right, Nico. $9.99 for the WWE Network. I know all about it. I know all about $9.99. But ignoring SummerSlam and the slams that will happen and the wrestling, it's time for more Sin and Punishment. Jack Slate, I can't read the chat when I'm playing. I can't look off the screen with all this intense shooting action. Now, I know we had auto mode makes the shots take half damage. I think, yeah, I was trying out auto mode. I was doing a little practice, and that seemed to be auto mode seemed to work better for me, even though it takes a little longer to beat the enemies. So I know where we left off, but I think we're going to start from the beginning just because I want to get some practice in. This won't take too long, I think, because we can just skip the cutscenes. So let's try this out. We remember how this started off last time. It started off with us having this dream of us running through the fields, the grassy fields, shooting bugs. Why are we doing this? I don't know. Or rather, why would we be dreaming of this? I guess this is what all young men dream of, isn't it? Really? This is loud? You're right, it is a little loud. A little loud on my end, too, so let's make that a little quieter. That's a young man. Okay, so I'm going to have to admit I don't know. It is anime. All I know is that we're dreaming about running through the fields, shooting ruffians, which is what these monsters are called. They're the ruffians. Which probably sounds a lot better in Japanese than it does in English. I don't think anything can actually hurt us in the first level here. It doesn't seem like it. Well, maybe if we ran into those trees, maybe that would hurt us. The same dream every day? That's right. This is what the only thing we dream about is this.
Get bonus.
We got bonus. Get bonus 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Am I playing with a mouse? Oh no, I mean this is on the Wii, you know, got it on the Virtual Console on the Wii. My aim has gotten better. It has. That's also because I'm using the auto aim so much now. I said last time, I think, that I wasn't sure what the reason to use auto-aim over manual was, and now I realize what that difference is. It's because with auto-aim, you can just kind of focus on moving around and dodging stuff. Though, as mentioned, the auto-aim does make your shots weaker. Yes, I am so casual. Alright, so we got the boss, we got Centipede Seamer. We got bonus, just like we do every night in our dreams. And so after defeating the Dream Centipede Seamer, we wake up. And now it's time to actually kill real people. We dream about killing monsters, but in real life, we kill people. So I'm still not entirely sure what the story of Sin and Punishment is. It seems to be that we have these three sides. We have the rebels, who we're on. We have the defense force, who are the humans we're fighting, and we have the ruffians.
Nice shot. Keep it up.
So I guess the defense force was formed in order to fight the ruffians, but then we have like a state of martial law, and they're abusing their power, so the rebels were formed to fight them, I guess is what's happening? And, you know, I don't know why these Defense Force guys are just running right at us, because we are just slaughtering everyone. And we're just like a kid with a gun, so I don't know why we're so good at this. Oh, hold on. That guy up there is firing pods. We can sword them. See? I can learn. I can learn to sword the pods. Alright, let's get some bonus here.
Ruffians here already?
What are the ruffians doing here? Who was the Eyes guy sided with? The Eyes guy appears to be in the Defense Force. He appears to be the commander. Or at least a high-ranking officer, as far as I can tell. Alright, here's Ruffian's commander, Crab Seamer. He only seems like a crab. He's not really one, I guess.
Get bonus.
And we got bonus. Whoop, I missed those points. Alright, whoop. Armed Volunteer Commander Calderon. You have a name, but you don't actually appear in any cutscenes or say anything. I assume you probably have some kind of big backstory behind you, Calderon, but I mean, doesn't seem like you're actually doing anything besides this one fight. Alright, we got a boss, aircraft, it's near zero. Like I said, we're skipping through the cutscenes because we already saw these. Just trying to get back to where we were as fast as we can. I'm just doing this just for practice. Pods? We can sword these pods. Whoops. Alright, those were sufficiently sorted. Was playing this game the only thing I did all week? Not the only thing! I may have practiced a little bit. And it is on easy, yes. Since this is my first time playing through it. Yes, I am the most casual of all. How am I ever going to get those sweet sponsorship dollars if I can't speedrun this game on Expert? Still not sure why they're so confident. Oh, it's Ruffian's commander, Lizard Seamer. All right, let's try to lock on the Lizard Seamer over here. Whoop! There we go. Locked on. Those bats up there seem to shoot stuff at us. Yep, they're shooting pods. Let's sword those pods. Oh, almost out of time. Lizard Seamer. There we go. Got bonus.
Skip the small fry. Capturing Radon is our top priority.
Look, I know it's our top priority, but come on, it's not like we haven't been trying here to get through the small fries. I think that you should give us some credit here. If we could just go straight to Radon, we would, but, I mean, obviously, we have all these guys on our way. Bonus has been gotten. Alright, time for Ruffian's Commander Radon. And while we're doing this, yeah, Kachua's here. She doesn't want us to kill Radon, so she's like here, just like yelling at us, I guess. And we can aim at her. While we knock Radon off of this. Just shoot her. Yeah, there she goes. Nope. I don't know why the Waikachua is defending Radahn, since Radahn appears to be a ruffian. And I thought that the defense force was fighting against the ruffians. Clearly, I do not understand the complex story of Sin and Punishment. This game looks rad, all jokes aside. Yeah, it is very rad. It is fun. Alright, she's mad. Armed Volunteers Captain Kachua, and she's going to use her brain powers to throw all of the troops at me. I think I mentioned it last week, but this is like a very disrespectful way to treat your men, you know? You don't treat your subordinates like this because they'll feel unappreciated. That's just basic management. Gotta make them know that you appreciate what they do for you. Can't just throw them around like living weapons. Kachua obviously needs to take a business management course. Sword, 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 sword. Everyone gets sworded. Anyone gets close enough to us, we sword them. That's the rule of nature, as has been pointed out.
Get bonus!
Now Kachua gets real mad, and then we all turn into Evangelion, and we fight in the Blood Ocean. Is what happens now. And I'm sure this gets explained at some point. You can't just have everyone turn into robots and fight in the infinite Blood Ocean without explaining this at some point. At least I think you can.
Get bonus!
Alright, now Kachua hides down there. We got hiding Kachua. We got shy, bashful Kachua. She's hiding, hoping Senpai might notice her.
Get bonus!
Alright, here comes last Kachua. She's gonna shoot like ribbons at us. Final desperation attack. And that's it. Like I said, I'm sure this all gets explained. Anyway, from then on, now we have a different character we're playing as. Because our first character, who turned into a robot, I guess kind of vanishes. Kind of disappears after that. And I guess we don't know where he is. But now it looks like we're taking the fight to the defense force themselves.
Get bonus!
Someone explain the cat. What is with the cat? I don't know if the cat can be explained. The cat seems to be with the commander. And the cat talks. And fights us. I'm gonna guess the cat is also a high-ranking officer. Because that seems like a very anime thing to do.
I will not let you kill Leda.
Yeah, he doesn't want us to kill her. But, I mean, perhaps she shouldn't be fighting us in the first place. I don't know. Because she kind of started this. I'm not even sure why we're fighting her.
Get bonus!
And she drops this bomb here, blows up, cover her escape. Alright, we're continuing on. Fighting robots.
Get bonus!
You're getting so many... Oh, I missed that life. I was about to say we're getting so many bonuses, but I missed that one. Alright, I think now we're approaching the part that I stopped last week as we follow Leda down this hallway. Right, there are ruffians in the ship. I don't know why the Defense Force has allowed ruffians in the ship. I thought they were fighting them. Alright, let's just watch this cutscene, I guess.
Traps were for ruffians? So what they captured broke free?
Alright, so they captured something, and it broke free, so I guess that's why there's ruffians in the ship. Alright, then she's captured and gets rolled away in a ball, and then we went after it. We went after... what's this called again? Ruffian's Commander? Crawfish Seamer. Yep, this is where we stopped. And like the chat said, we have to sword the pods. So let's try that. Here's some pods. I sorted it. Sorted the pod. Sorting the pod does a lot of damage to Crawfish Seamer. But sorting pods does seem to do a lot of damage in general. And there goes Crawfish Seamer. Okay, so from now on, I don't know anything about what happens in the game past this point.
You could have just teleported free.
Idiots! Don't you realize how dangerous teleporting is?
Oh, how goofy anime.
You're about to kill me!
These enemies outmatch you, Leda. They're all that remain of Archie and her followers. It's quite possible that the girl has inherited Archie's blood. This time I will face them. You must stay back.
Well, Commander, now I'll avenge my friends.
The pleasure will be all mine.
Okay, we are avenging our friends who apparently the Commander has killed. Let's destroy these monitors because we can target them, so let's do that. So his name's Brad. I kind of expected a more dramatic name for the Commander, but no, he's just Brad. Not even Bradley. He's dodging my attack. Oops. Wonder if I should sword things back at him. Should I be targeting Leda? Okay, yeah, I can hurt Leda. Let's try that. Leda leaving all these bombs? Leda, this is very rude. Okay, there goes Leda. What now, Brad? Sword! Sword! Keep swording! Okay, I guess this is how this fight's gonna go? It doesn't seem like it's done any damage, though. Oh, okay. Forget the health meter, just smash him out of the cockpit. Or the bridge, I should say.
He also had strange powers.
Strange powers indeed. It seems Archie has taught you nothing. My powers were given to me by Archie. Archie passed her blood to me. The same goes for that kid who transformed into the beast.
Saki is nothing like you. I never thought you'd try to make friends by passing your blood. Perhaps not friends. Perhaps research for your transformation. Change can be a scary thing when you don't know how to change back. Iran, do you want to change Saki back into a human?
Watch out! All fighters away from the flagship.
What? The floor!
If they attack Saki from the air, then we'll need this.
all fighters break apart.
What the is a pretty good response, Brad. I don't know what's happening either. We're just standing on this remaining piece of the ship, I guess. And I don't know, is Achi just making us fly around with her brain powers? So we found out the shocking twist that Brad received his powers because Achi gave him her blood. And Brad has been passing that blood around, I guess. Brad, you really shouldn't just give anyone your blood. Be a bit more discriminating. And I guess, whoop, probably should sword that. Yep, sworded it. And I guess Lita received the blood, and that's why Lita became a cat. Lita could not change back, I get. So that means Lita used to be a human. I guess that's what that must mean. And I guess we might assume that Kachua's powers also came from getting blood from Brad. I don't know why everyone's giving each other their blood, though. Or, how is it that Aichi, I think was the name, why is her blood magic? She seems to be the origin of all this. I'm not sure what's happening right now. All I can tell is that everyone is trying to kill us, just like everyone in the world right now. You think they might notice that I'm reflecting the missiles back? I guess no one's noticed that at this point. Aichi did seem to insinuate that she could turn Saki back into a human. We still don't know what happened to him after turning into an Eva. Probably should focus on those guns. Nope, pods. Sword those pods back. You know, you can kind of tell that they were just hesitant to start with the missiles because they knew that I've just been reflecting back all the missiles, but now they're like, I guess we're gonna have to go with the missiles. Just hope that perhaps they don't get sorted back. Whoop. How is she standing on that platform? I don't know how much of anything is happening right now. But we're fighting Ruffian's Commander, Raptor Seamer. So they really haven't... Whoop! Oh, getting too close, got a sword. They really haven't said anything about the Ruffians, really. Where these Ruffians come from, or why they're attacking, or why they look like... why they seem like things. I'm assuming that story's going to be coming at some point. You know, I think that the Defense Force really does have to reconsider their defenses, considering how this one person is just taking out everything. But I guess that's maybe why Archie's blood is in high demand, because it lets us do stuff like this. At least I assume that the character we're controlling right now is full of that blood. Because if otherwise, I don't know how we're doing any of this. Alright, armed volunteer weapon, sentry machinery. I wonder if those... are those pods? Can they be sworded? I can destroy them with the sword. I don't think I can reflect them back, though. Kinda doubt I can reflect the big energy ball. Not sure if I should try that. Don't have too much life. It seems like... I don't know if I can actually dodge the thing. Can I do it? Oh, just barely did it before another one of those energy balls came in. This is a pretty long stage. I don't know if it just seems like it. This seems considerably longer than what we've been seeing before. I mean, it's been a cool stage. Just kind of wondering how this ends. I've already fought at least 2 mini-bosses. Did not... What? Okay, there we go. Sorting those back. Not doing too well. Can't take too much more unless I can get a life bonus there. Yep, that was well timed.
Here we go. You will get us through this crisis.
Alright, Brad's still angry. He still wants a piece of us. I probably should target the... So maybe should target the other jets before... maybe before targeting Brad? Maybe. Brad's jet seems to have a lot of health. Brad taking me out himself just by ramming me with his jet. Let's see where we start from there.
Please continue.
Oh, that's good. It's actually a very convenient checkpoint.
Here we go. You will get us through this crisis.
Alright, Aircraft for the Brad Custom. I don't know why they changed the name to Malasia. I think Aircraft for the Brad Custom would have just been a better name to keep, just permanently. Alright. Just trying targeting Brad directly this time. I seem to be doing alright. Whoop! He got me again. Same place, too. This doesn't look good. Can I outlast? Almost. Yep, it did it.
Look at them! They can't even escape! They're crying! They're crying Brad's name!
No need to be so happy about it. It's kind of a tragic thing.
The armed volunteers are extinct! You're all alone now. Come back to me if you want, or would you rather transform for one last feeble gasp?
I think Brad's had enough of us. I think Brad's getting serious.
Dead?
In a final bit of warp justice, he just wanted the world to see him fight the ruffians in Saki. To humans, our power is an object of either hostility or worship. I guess Brad just didn't want to be hated by mankind.
Oh, Brad's gone? I was sure Brad was going to transform into a monster.
Is that the U.S. Army?
No, the weapons maker that backed Brad sent that in.
Alright, I guess we're fighting whatever this is. Oh good, this is what I need. Earth Eyelid Rear Crater is the name of the orbital initiative.
Get bonus!
Who's Saki? Saki was the first playable character that we were playing as, who eventually turned into an Eva and vanished at this point. I don't think we know where he is. Achi is the other girl. Yeah, Achi's the girl who was all happy about the defense force all dying. She's apparently the one with the magic blood that was given to Brad, and that gives everyone powers and lets people turn into monsters is what I guess is happening. She's kind of the source of this. Oh, okay. Was I supposed to destroy something? Apparently so.
That's targeting Saki.
Oh, Saki's still there? He's still in the ocean? Still an Eva? Okay, shoot the shoot the heat bomb. Polestar. Hey Saki, how you doing? You might want to move. Things coming right at you. Just a tip. You can see it. I mean, it's not like this is a surprise. You're facing it. You're looking right at it. Can I sword it? Yep, swording. Oh. Okay. Oh, manual aim. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's big enough that I can just... and nothing else is happening at that point. So yeah, that would... whoop.
Please continue.
Yep, okay. Thought I hit the wrong button. Okay, so, yeah, let's use manual aim on this since nothing else is happening. We don't actually need to worry about anything else attacking us. And see if the increased damage will let us destroy this thing before it blows up. It's about to blow up. Almost had it. Chat, am I just supposed to keep shooting it? And, maybe if I just was able to shoot it a little bit more, that would have worked?
Please continue.
Alright, we'll try it again. Maybe if just more of my shots connect, we'll do it. We'll see. You know, Saki could just step out of the way, is all I'm saying. Okay, there we go.
Get bonus. We're still too early. Just exposing a weakness would be bad.
Is it safe to approach him?
We're just little insects to Saki. He won't bother us.
Hurry up and change him back to human form.
Saki's just forgetting his human heart.
I'll believe it when I see it.
To return Saki to human form, you must enter Saki's body and recover his humanity. I will open Saki's chest. You call to his heart. Tell him everything. Thoughts, memories, hopes, dreams. As long as he wants to be with you, he can accept his humanity.
Stop it! How can we do that?
Exactly.
We must put Saki to sleep.
No, we can't do it!
Just fire at Saki's forehead.
Liar! False savior!
Suit Saki.
Shut up!
Do you want Saki to stay this way?
Shut up! Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll stop crying.
Where am I? On a train? A subway? Oh, I teleported.
Is that what we did?
This is Achi's work. But why? Hey, you. Do you know where we are?
We're on Long Island, aren't we?
Long Island? New York? America? Achi! Where are you? Why did you do this to me? Get back!
Alright, so I think maybe it's about time for a little intermission, and then we'll come back with some more Sin and Punishment. So, it's a very, the very easy to understand storyline of Sin and Punishment so far is that we're trying to get Saki to return back to human form, and to do this, we have to enter him and talk to his heart. I don't know, I think that probably Achi left this stuff out when she first gave Saki her blood. This seems all a little too complicated. So, let's just take a little 10-minute break, get some refreshments, and then we'll come back with a little bit more Sin and Punishment. Alright, welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to some more Sin and Punishment, and I guess we'll just continue on trying to figure out what's going on, and hopefully all questions will be answered, and more shooting will happen. Let's begin. Oh, dogs! Flying dogs! Shooting energy balls. This is how it is in New York, by the way. It's pretty accurate. We got Ruffian's Commander. Who is it? Mole seem... That does not look like a mole. I'm sorry, Sin and Punishment. That does not seem like a mole to me.
Get bonus!
I've never heard of ruffians invading America.
Mommy, are the monsters gone?
Could you not call me Mommy? Is this train out of control? I'm going to the lead car. Follow me.
Alright, this train is out of control. Because it has monster dogs in it. And probably no one's operating the train. I think that's probably a pretty good assumption at this point. You know, this is why the train operators need to make sure that it gets cleaned out every so often. Because, you know, it gets filthier and filthier until eventually you just have these green spore things just kind of growing out of the train. It makes things unpleasant for everyone who's riding public transportation. Anyway, as you saw, Mole Seamer is back, still not seeming like a mole. Jelly... Okay, I guess it doesn't take much to seem like jelly.
Get bonus!
The virtual N64 getting a little bit of slowdown. What are these things? What are these things?
No!
There's a lot of them. They're kind of cute, but I mean, they hurt us all the same. They don't seem especially violent, but I mean, kind of in the way. And they are hurting us when they do that. Oh, sword the turtle. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Keep forgetting that you can sword things when they're up close to you.
Bonus!
So many turtle deaths.
Ruffians everywhere. There's no end to them. "2017? 10 years in the future?"
Gasp!
Saki! No, this isn't the future. Is it a warning to me? A prediction? You. What's your name?
Issa Amamaya! I can even write it in kanji.
Issa, huh? I'll remember. We don't belong in this future, Isa. Let's go.
Alright, yeah, we're in the distant year 2007. It's the deep dark future, where it appears Saki, I guess, never returned back to human form and has destroyed everything. So I guess we better just, get over our hang-ups of going in Saki's chest and just get on and do it. Otherwise, he's gonna just smash up everything. That's, I guess, what's happening here. Does this train stop? No, I don't think this train ever stops for anything. Who knows if the train ever exists? It might be a mind train. Mole Seamer, I think we've had enough of you, Mole Seamer. I don't think you quite understand that you're not wanted here, Mole Seamer. Maybe Mole Seamer's going back up. I have a feeling we have not seen the last of Mole Seamer. Oh, I'm sorry, birth model? What are we fighting? I mean, we're hurting it. Not really sure what it is that we're hurting. But our time, looking at how much time we have versus how much damage we're doing, might need to try to speed things up here. I need to sword the things. I am indeed sorting things. It's just that it can regenerate. Regenerate faster than I can sword things. Oh no, now I am able to sword things a little faster than it's regenerating, but it doesn't look like I'm going to have a time to actually finish it. Okay, yeah. You have to shoot the pod right as it shoots its laser. Yeah, that seemed to be the case.
Please continue.
Also, going crazy with sorting seemed to work near the end there. Do we start at birth model? We do. Okay, let's try to sword as many things as we possibly can. Yeah, seems to be working. Not many things left to sword. Everything has been sorted. Alright, I guess we beat the train?
Saki?
That's right, I've taken this form for you. We're in Achi's vision. Have you chosen your future?
I have.
Papa!
Don't go having a child. This is no future for children.
You're wrong. Issa will live in a different future. Somewhere there's a future where I am your wife, Issa is your son, and you are human.
Are you and Papa fighting?
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you think of your mommy?
Mommy's scary, but Mommy's nice. Issa loves you, Mommy.
And I love you, Issa. That's why I know we'll see each other again. You just used the child.
I thought I should show you at least once. We've only just finished the anesthesia. Now then. That's enough cutting. I'll do the rest.
About Saki and Brad. Just what is your objective?
My real enemies are very far away. Powerful enemies that have been fighting since long ago. Soon I'll end it with them. But I can't win with your current powers. This has all been mere training, simulation of a global war.
You're crazy. You ruined Tokyo. Will you destroy the world, too?
Don't worry. You'll all live in a different world. Now I need a reason for an even bigger war. It will be Saki who uses his powers to bring that war to an end. He'll be feared, respected, his very figure a symbol of command.
Was Brad the same?
We had the same ultimate objective. Once he knew what the blood meant, his own plans took shape. He bred ruffians with his blood, writing and acting his own war. He rushed to beat me to it. But I'm not impatient. Saki must grow more powerful
As a human. Saki, wake up! Open yourself to Iron's heart. Take back your own feelings. They teleported? Do they think they can escape me?
Ruffians? I've got to fight them. Saki!
Good morning, Iron. Look out! Get back!
Alright, I got none of that. But we're Saki again, and we're human. I probably will have to watch that again, because I have understood no part of that at all. So, I guess we'll just continue on shooting, just assuming this is what we should be doing. Oh, did I switch that to invert? I did. All I can tell is that it seems like it's a very anime-ish plot, but it's been really condensed due to the length of the game. Like in an actual anime, it probably would have taken several episodes, or maybe an entire series, to figure out who the kid was and what was going on in the train. Here, it just takes a few minutes. Anyway, we're fighting Octopus Seamer. He only seems like an octopus. And I think they said that Brad was the one who created the ruffians using the blood. Is that what was going on? I think.
There's a building here!
Now she's helpless? Well, maybe they only have the one gun, and Saki's using it right now. I haven't seen more than one person use a gun at a time. You'd think that having more than one gun would be a very useful thing, considering we're in this constant state of war against monsters and the military. But what do I know? Much like Mole Seamer, Spider Seamer just does not know when he's not wanted. Yeah, I'm not doing too well right now, I think, against Spider Seamer.
Get bonus!
The core of the Spider Seamer hiding out. Oh, it's a birth model. Hiding out in that trash can. So maybe the birth models are the... I don't know, are the cores of these ruffians? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything about what we've seen so far. Are we eating them?
Yeah, all of a sudden things were all messed up.
What are we gonna do? This is Hokkaido, Ruffian Central.
At least we won't go hungry. First, let's find a safer spot.
Right. Sun's about to set, so we'll keep watch here tonight.
I wonder if Achi will follow us.
Your instinct brought you here. I think she knows that.
Yeah, there's a lot I want to ask Achi about this transformation.
But Achi would... Let's go to America, Saki. Have a doctor take care of it.
If a doctor can take care of it. If they dissect me, it's over. They're close by. They must be on that road. I'll check it out. Wait here.
You're tough, Saki.
Oh no! Achi found us.
Iron. Iron? Iron?
You know, I don't know if this game is made better or worse from the voice actors sounding like the developers just got random people off the street that could speak English. I don't know if it would be any better if it wasn't like that. I think that might be enough for Sin and Punishment for right now. I'm getting kind of tired. It is fun, but I think that's kind of enough of it for right now. We'll continue on with the story of Sin and Punishment, I think, next time. Let's try something else. All right, so for the past few weeks, of course, we have been looking at a bunch of 3DO games. So let's continue on with that and continue our adventure through the 3DO's library. We've got space pirates stand by to be transported to the year 3030. That is a long way off from the far-off future year of 2007.
Someone's receiving. This is Ursula Skye, commander of Colonial Star 1. We are under attack. Repeat, under attack. My ship has been overrun by the Black Brigade. Captain Talon is in control of the Star Splitter cannon. They're beaming colonists aboard. The Black Dragon is hostage until the cannon crystals are found. Situation bleak. Deflector shield destroyed. Can't hold out much longer. Please respond.
Your history!
Oh, goodness! We're fighting this evil threat of the space pirates.
The scourge of the galaxy. Captain Talon has invaded our fair homeland. The evil machinery that works his sinister mind has concocted a diabolical plan to exterminate us all.
Welcome aboard the Black Dragon. Pay no attention to this lovely but pitiful creature. Any attempt to come to her aid will be met with certain extermination. You see this black hole? It was Parallax did this to me. Now I will answer him with his own Star Splitter. This galaxy is mine!
Who can stop this mad pirate?
As it stands now, it looks as though this malevolent mystery and his armada of cutthroat pirates will succeed. His quest is my greatest creation, the Star Splitter cannon. All Talon needs now are the star crystals that will arm it. Well, these crystals have been lost for years on different worlds throughout the solar system. We must find them before Talon does. The journey will be treacherous and fraught with danger. There are many foes. Not only will you have to repel the Black Brigade, a formidable and seemingly invincible force, there will also be mutant life forms, sorcerers and mystics with their own bag of tricks. They will do all in their power to keep you from the star crystals. Then, of course, there is the greatest nemesis of them all, Captain Talon. But I want you to know, I believe we can do it. You and me. I've got a Star Splitter here that will blast that robotic space pirate crew out of the stars forever. What I need is a quick hand and a keen eye. What I need is a Star Ranger.
I guess that's us. We're
Remember, winners don't do drugs.
I'll remember that. So I think this game was probably a pretty good choice. That whole thing, I guess, was the intro. Or maybe this was an arcade game and that was the attract mode, because usually winners don't use drugs was something you would see in arcade games. And of course, it's a 3DO game. We're seeing the credits at the beginning because that's kind of a thing that happened, as we've mentioned before. Alright, let's start the game, and okay, yeah, here we go. Let's, it could be 2-player, but we only have one. Let's start. See, this is American Laser.
Pirates are armed to the teeth. This is a chance to improve your aim.
All right, it's American Laser game, so we're
Star Ranger. I'm just beyond the asteroid belt. Can you make it?
right. We're gonna be shooting. Do I have to shoot? I have to shoot those things? That's pretty fast.
Oh well.
That's really fast.
Oh well.
I mean, I know the game is supposed to be played with a light gun.
Oh well.
But this, it can be played with a gamepad, but I... What? Wait, what's... I'm sorry? Right, it plays like other American Laser games. You have to go to the bottom of the screen to reload.
It's a Star Ranger.
Yep. How about you? Yep. This is how American Laser games played. Pretty much all of them played like this. Oh, I think we beat that scene. Don't even bother going in that room. Oh, was he innocent? He might have been.
Hey, Ranger, that was a colonist you just blasted.
Yeah. Sword the guys? Unfortunately, there is no sword, I don't think. What? I'm sorry? Oh, down there.
Your life support system is running low. Be extra careful.
All right, down here. Yep. Now where else? Ah, there.
Your history, Ranger. Too bad. I thought you could do it. Hey, why not try again?
How are you talking to me if I'm dead?
These pirates are armed.
What is that? Alright, we're back here. So we have a limited number of lives. I lost one.
Your life support system is running low. Be extra careful.
Alright, so this is how a lot of American Laser games played, where you would be in the first-person perspective, you'd be shooting FMV. It's meant to be played with a light gun, but we don't have one. They're a lot harder to play with a gamepad.
Hi, it's a Star Ranger.
All these pipes and railings, is this a Space Mutiny set? This, kind of looks like on that level. Kind of looks like they may have been filming this at the same time. Get me a light gun? Well, the problem with a light gun is that you need a CRT for that. That's always the problem with playing light gun games. Whoop! That was close. Ah.
Be careful, Ranger. Your energy level is getting critical.
Ah. Missed.
Your history, Ranger. Too bad. I thought you could do it.
Alright, let's try continue. See if we leave off. Alright, yeah, we do. So I guess this game's a bit more console-friendly than some of American Laser Games' other games. Oop,
You call that help? That was a colonist you blasted!
Well, why did he stand up in the way of fire? He saw I was shooting pirates.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Be careful, Ranger. Your energy level is getting critical.
I know.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Mm-hmm.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Doing it again. Alright, we've repeated all of the clips a few times now. I think we could finish this room. Alright, there we go. Oh, I shot him first.
Don't quit on us now, Ranger. You can pick up where you left off.
Alright, let's pick up where we left off. I wonder if we have limited continues. Oh man, they went all out with the effects. What? Shoot the glowing thing, maybe?
You call that help?
Oh.
That was a colonist you blasted.
I thought I was shooting the glowing thing. Or maybe I should...
You're in danger, Star Ranger.
maybe I should just be shooting the pirates. I thought maybe I was supposed to do something in this room. They would have a real advantage if they shot at me from above.
Star Ranger!
Yeah?
The dungeon light! Shoot the blue light!
Okay. Oh. I guess I should have shot the pirates first.
Your history.
Let's continue.
Shoot the blue light!
Alright, let's shoot the pirates first, then the light. Blue light? There we go.
We're free! Let's go!
We're free! Commander Sky is on the bridge!
To the transporter room!
Yeah, let's go to the transporter room. Everyone loves the Star Ranger.
The death grip beam holds Commander Sky. Shoot when it's green.
Okay, shoot when it's green.
Your life support system is...
Oh, what?
Be careful, Ranger. Your energy level is getting critical.
Was there someone there? Is this game fun? It's fun to watch. I'm having fun watching the acting. That does not look like there's someone there.
You can pick up where you left off.
I mean, granted, the video quality is not great. Alright, over there. Yep, there was someone there. Oh, and he's invincible. Alright, green light I'm waiting for, I think.
You're waiting gold for the head of the Star Ranger.
Is there gonna be a green light? I guess I have to shoot shoot space pirates first. Oh!
You call that help? That was a colonist you blasted!
Yeah, I know.
Then you're waiting go for the head of the Star Ranger.
I gotta be careful not to shoot her.
Your life support system is
Oh,
running low.
I got shot?
Be extra careful.
Then you're waiting go for the head of the Star Ranger.
If we blast all of the colonists, there's less for the space pirates to take hostage. That's true. That is some good lateral thinking. How are the space pirates supposed to have any leverage if we kill all of the hostages? They'll have no leverage then.
Your history, Ranger. Too bad. I thought you could do it. Hey, why not try again?
You're going to look up if there's a light gun attachment for the 3DO. There is. There is a light gun for the 3DO. That's why there are so many light gun games made for it. American Laser Games did release a number of these kinds of games for the system.
Go for the head of the Star Ranger.
But yeah, there is a light gun. It's probably pretty expensive, too. The more, the rarer peripherals for the system, I think, are kind of expensive.
Get Talon!
Don't do that! Why did this system exist? I don't know what you're talking about. Look at this game. Oh, come on, man!
Be careful, Ranger. Your energy level is...
For a brief while, people thought FMV games were the future. You know, I don't think anyone who were buying games actually thought that. But there was a time when the video game business was all how, like, this is becoming Hollywood now, combining video games and movies. And they were right, it was just that it wouldn't happen for some years yet, and it wouldn't be FMV that would do it. But I don't know if anyone really liked FMV at the time. I just know it had a very negative reaction from people. There were some good FMV games, yeah. But overall, I kind of think that people at the time had the same attitude towards FMV games the way that people have towards free-to-play games, and like right now, or like mobile games. Whenever anyone hears something about mobile or free-to-play, they have a very negative reaction, regardless of what the game is, and I think that that was kind of the same thing with FMV at the time.
Get Talon!
The 3DO wasn't all about FMV, that's true. There are some non-FMV actual good games for the 3DO. There were good ports of Street Fighter and Samurai Showdown, and some arcade games.
Say the commander!
Please don't do that. I'm trying to save everyone. You don't need to tell me to save everyone.
Save Ursula!
No, please stop doing that. Now, I would have shot him. You changed my perspective.
Your history,
Terracotta, it sounds like the 3DO really did your friend wrong. Did your friend wrong and hard.
Go for the head of the Star
careful, Ranger. Your energy level is getting critical.
Yes, I know. Thank you. I know. People are trying to kickstart ironical FMV games. I mean, yeah, there's stuff like Night Trap, which also was a 3DO game. Night Trap HD having a Kickstarter. Don't know how that's going to do, if that'll succeed. I'm pretty sure there was an HD version of Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective that had a Kickstarter, and I forget if that succeeded. I don't know why I'm not hitting him.
Your life support system is running low. Be extra careful.
You can't hurt me!
A Harvester remake Kickstarter. That might actually have a chance of getting funded. You know, the 3DO was known as having better FMV quality than the Sega CD at the time, but I don't know. The video quality here seems kind of poor.
Get Talon!
Your history.
I know. Alright, I think that's enough for Space Pirates right now. Maybe we'll give it another try at some point to try to save the colonists from the evil Talon. But let's go on to something else. Wind's Way of the Warrior. I have to actually get kind of good at that before showing that. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to actually do anything. And I don't really want to get good at it, but I would have to if I would actually try to stream it.
Media Entertainment.
Alright, this seems alright so far. And this seems really 80s anime going on here. Yeah, I mean, we got this. This seems pretty good so far. I'm into this. And he's the evil rival because, you know, he's our match. And we've always been spending our lives trying to defeat him, and he's just a little bit better, and we've never been able to do it. What I'm betting is happening here. And we're using the power of heart. We were about to go Super Saiyan is what I think was happening here. So is this an actual anime? Because this seems kind of awesome. It's just for the game. That's kind of disappointing. Alright, I guess that's the name of it. It's Strahl, is what we're playing. And what kind of game is it? Someone mentioned a Dragon's Lair kind of game, so let's see. Wait for something to happen. Oh.
Alex Hockfield is an ordinary young man.
Mm-hmm.
He lives in a quiet and peaceful village. One day, he saves an old man who was nearly dying at the entrance to the village. This is the creator of the world.
Oh wow, he saved God.
He places himself as an old man so that he can travel the world in secret. The creator noticed that Alex possessed the ability to become a world conqueror.
Okay.
Challenged him with the following words. Thou may become king if ye choose.
Ah, that's what God sounds like.
Let me test thy power. The idea of becoming king captured Alex's imagination. The creator waved his cane. Lights filled the air and then enveloped the creator. This is how Alex's long ordeal began.
All right, and that's the story of Alex.
O child of mortal man, who dares defy the gods, endure our test. Within these 7 crystals is sealed the origin of all things.
All right, we're seeking the Infinity Gems.
And give life to this meaningless world.
I can't turn it up anymore. It's turned up all the way.
But child of mortal man, forget ye not that the fate of the world lies in thy hands.
Alright, so God wants us to find the Infinity Gems. And we can choose which one we're going. Okay, Incandescent Valley, where Golem expects us? The Dense Forest, where Brutal Fang awaits us? Or the Sanctuary of the White Dragon? Let's just try Incandescent Valley Golem, I guess. Oh, okay, this is incandescent, really. It's on fire, actually. Oh, okay, yep. QTE's on screen. Just flat out, that's what we're doing. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, tap the B button. Oh, swords! I just hit all the buttons. I hope that, yeah, that seems to have worked. Oh, tap in button. Okay, yep, that's the gameplay, I guess. This is what we're doing. Oh, press up. You know, calling it the Incandescent Valley really doesn't prepare you for knowing that this is all full of exploding lava caverns. This is this Golem. He has awaited us. Press swords. I'm gonna block your arm with my sword. Another. Okay. So when the swords appear, I guess I press A. Seems to be working. Alright, so how do we defeat Golem? He seems maybe a bit out of our league here. Or ignore what I just said. Strahl does not care about how big Golem is. He's just going to stick his sword in his eye, which I guess is going to cause him to explode. Alright, we got an Infinity Gem. Alright, I get. Alright, people are starting to build their houses on flat mountain surfaces in order to make a living. Oh, that sounds kind of nice. That sounds interesting. Are we going there? Oh, okay, I don't know why it told us about that.
Thy test.
See, Labyrinth, Soldier of Light, Space of Illusion, space where evil spirits are absorbed, Sanctuary of White Dragon, the Brutal Fang. I want to meet the unknown Soldier of Light. I bet he's sassy. Did something happen? Did we miss something? Oh! I think I missed that. Yeah, I guess we died? Is what happened there. Kind of hard to tell, but we're starting over again, so I guess that's what happened. Alright, now we're ready to press right. Oh, that can't be it for the Soldier of Light. No, of course not. Pressing B! Press B again? Press it so hard? And we just pulled a sword out of our heart, made of light. This is all great. We defeated the Soldier of Light with the power of our own light, the light that exists in our heart. Alright, so is this supposed to be showing us what happens to that place after we won and defeated the evil that was there? Because windmills are now being developed as a power supply for City. That's what's happening. Alright, Labyrinth.
Thou chooseth thy test.
Let's look at the space of illusions that is created by nightmares. That sounds like that could be interesting. No, stop touching. It's a bad touch. And she was purple goo all along. That must be the worst feeling in the world. That's like really, that's a horrible feeling. I hope they're not getting in our pants. So is this big guy we're fighting made of all of these little guys? I guess that's what's happening. And just tackle it. Oh no, we're shrinking for some reason. And now everyone else is bigger. You know, somehow this still makes more sense than Sin and Punishment. Alright, I guess we conquered that. Oh. Nope, Strahl, we have to hang on to it. I think we won. Yep, we won. A hot air balloon has now been invented because we did that, I guess. She was trying to get the gems too. She thought we were the boss that she was fighting. She thought that she was the main character. Unfortunately for her, it turned out that she was wrong. Evil spirits are absorbed into the atmosphere. Let's try it. Oh no, the world is turning upside down, I guess. You know, comparing this to something like Dragon Warrior, this kind of game really is a lot easier when there are on-screen prompts. I mean, I know Dragon Warrior didn't have those because it's an arcade game and it's trying to get you to spend as much money as possible. Dragon's Lair, I should say. I was saying Dragon's Warrior, that wasn't I. Oh, did I die? Yep, it looks like I died. Does this have a difficulty setting? I don't think I saw a difficulty setting. Well, maybe we'll pick up again with Strahl another time and try to get the rest of those Infinity Gems. Let's see what other 3DO games we have. So people were saying they wanted to go back to Lost Eden and see what else we could figure out here. Do most of these games just have 20-30 minutes of gameplay? More than that, I think. I mean, I don't know if there would be a reason to actually play a lot of these games again if you beat them once, but...
My name...
Use the items on our partner and ourselves. Alright, let's see. How do we load our game? Let's see. No, I should take us back to this. Let's see, how did we do this? Okay, there we go. Alright, now we're loading our save game. So I believe what we were stuck on last time was that we couldn't really figure out where to go or what to do. It didn't seem like there were really any options. And I think some people were saying that we had to use items on ourselves and our partner right now, who is, what was her name? We have a dinosaur friend right now. Yeah, there she is. Dina is her name.
Poor Grandfather Tao. I loved him deeply.
Let's see. We can use items.
There seems to be some kind of inscription.
Any insight on that?
It's an interesting stone. I wonder what it's for.
Maybe not. Let's see about the shell.
It reminds me of my grandfather Tao. Listen to his advice, Adam.
Right, the grandfather who died, who has told us that we can summon his ghost.
I feel brave enough to go into the executioner's chamber now. Shall we go?
Okay, so that is what's gonna...
Poor Grandfather Tao.
She didn't want to go into the executioner's chamber before, but I guess this is what's gonna get her to go in there. Because she said it was just an evil place. She could feel the pain and anguish coming from this place.
I can explain what Jabber the Executioner says. When he was no more than a boy, his tongue was cut out by the enslaver to silence him. He saw and did terrible deeds. He feels great shame.
Right, so I think our grandfather it is, or an ancestor, is apparently this really horrible person called the enslaver.
He is giving you a gift on this day of your coming of age.
Oh, great. Alright, we got a gift. Let's take a look at this.
Are you trying to bite yourself?
Well, no, I'm just trying to find out what this is.
The executioner said it belonged to one of your ancestors, one of the mummies in Monk's chamber.
Maybe we should go there.
The executioner...
Oh, no, I know. Alright, let's... No, I know, Dina, I know. Let's just leave the screen. How do I leave the screen, Dina? It doesn't really help that if I click on anything, it just kind of loads for a bit.
Said it belonged
without really knowing what... Okay, there we go. Alright, let's head on out. And let's head to the crypt. So, do you know anything about this?
An old tooth. Very old.
Apparently belongs to someone here.
Whoever lost it most certainly has no further use for it.
Man, wise old man, you are the wisest. Let's go over here. So this was the only one that we could really get up close to. So if we have to do anything here, I guess it's with this. Oh! Secret passage. Try using the shell on myself? Okay, we'll see what it does. I kind of wonder what the mechanism of that was. Putting the tooth in the skull causes the secret door to open.
Listen to old Moorkong bellowing, Adam. Remember how frightened you were as a child?
You mean from the thing underneath the crypt that is moaning and groaning? Of that thing? I can imagine being scared of that.
Speak, and you will find.
So this is how I summon the spirit of grandfather. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Wanted to see if he had anything to say.
Speak, and you will find.
Oh, alright. I guess he doesn't have anything to say right now.
I cannot enter this place. Even with the talisman, there are terrors inside, which I cannot face.
Alright, that sounds promising. I guess I'll see you. Dina. Doesn't really look like I can interact with the skeleton. Or anything else I can do. That seems like really the only thing I can look at. Gonna stab this skeleton. No, that doesn't work. Gonna bite the skeleton? Okay, does that work? It does work. Okay, we desecrated the skeleton, and we did so we could get a secret door. Yes, indeed, Scott. This was a hyper-realistic skeleton. I am very frightened right now.
The trumpet was grandfather's idea. Moorkong makes sounds like that. When he died, Tar replaced him with an iguana who blows the trumpet to frighten intruders away. It sounds like Moorkong is still alive.
Yeah, Dina, I thought you were too afraid to come in here. And it turns out that Moorkong is not here at all. Moorkong is long dead.
I suppose Tao was afraid that someone might discover the way into Gra's cell and destroy the secrets he left behind. I followed you here, Adam. You had to pass the test of courage alone, without your talisman. And so, I had to pretend to be afraid.
Oh, I see. We had to pass that grueling test on our own. The test of using the tooth on the skeleton. Alright. What's this iguana got to say? What? Huh? Oh, we're looking at the wall, I guess?
These are the frescoes your father refused to look at. Look. One shows dinosaurs building a citadel for humans. They built many. The tyrant had good cause to fear us.
So the dinosaurs built this citadel for us.
The secret of Gra is here, Adam. He and your ancestor, the architect, realized that strength lay in combining our forces. Together, humans and dinosaurs could and did stand up to the might of the Tyrant.
And because we're not joining forces now, the Tyrant have been able to just lay waste to the land. It's because of our dad, because of the king.
The dinosaurs needed to eat while they built the citadels, so while they worked, the humans farmed the land and grew food for the builders.
Our father, of course, is the king who's very isolationist, does not
Building
want...
could not have been completed without humans and dinosaurs working together as equals.
Yeah, chat. Humans and dinosaurs working together. If only we could learn this lesson ourselves. If only.
Once the citadel had been built, men were able to defend themselves and the dinosaurs against the invaders. Our races were strong, Adam.
If only we could combine forces now.
Fear of Tyrant, they pushed the enemy back into the barren north, where they stayed for many years. Think of it. The Tyrant were too afraid to attack.
When humans and dinosaurs work together, anything is possible, Adam.
And what made it all possible was the unity of our races. That is the secret, Adam. That is the legacy of Gra and your great ancestor, the architect.
Friendship is the secret.
So, now you know the history of the first builders. But then, the enslaver, your grandfather, destroyed everything they had achieved because he hated all dinosaurs, and most of the humans, too.
Our granddad was a dino racist.
The citadels were torn down. The trust between humans and dinosaurs was trampled in the dirt. And now, the Tyrant are back.
Well, it sounds like it's so simple. A simple solution to end our troubles. Just gotta combine forces once again.
Your father is a good man, but he no longer believes they can be defeated. He's wrong, Adam. They can be.
It sounds like that dad is in the way. Maybe someone needs to get him out of the way. Adam.
Now that you've learned the architect's secrets, I can give you his flute. You must use it to build citadels.
Right, use the flute to build citadels. Oh, hey, Eloy.
And so Adam learned the great secret. He now knew what must be done. Men and dinosaurs had to learn to trust each other and work together to free the land from the tyranny of Marcus Rex.
Right, so now we're back in the present day, hearing the story from Eloy. Not sure who we are in the present day, who's listening to the story. Guess it was just reminding us of that this is a narrative we're hearing. What's that little pyramid down there?
I have already seen that prism. Grandfather said it could be used to see beyond the surface of things.
Could be used to see beyond the surfaces of surfaces. Alright, I guess we have it now. Oh, is something there? What can we see over here? Oh, it's back this? Okay. Maybe, I don't know. Let's take a look with the prism, maybe? No, I guess we can't use the prism.
Those are the remains of Murkong, the Tyrant General, captured by your father years before you were born, Adam. Yes, in those days, he fought the Tyrant Raiders.
So the Tyrant General fought against the Raiders. Conflict within the Tyrant?
But when he took Jelana as his queen, and your sister was born, he grew afraid for their safety. And since their deaths, he has lost all hope of victory.
Use the prism on the silver square in the crypt? Okay, we'll try it out. There is that silver square that we can look at, but we don't know what it is.
And Murcus Rex has grown bolder with the years. His hunting parties have become invasions.
Alright, let's head back up.
Adam has found an interesting prism, Monk. I remember my grandfather often spoke of it.
Yeah, Monk, did you know about that secret passage this whole time?
May I see it? Mysteries have always fascinated me.
Alright, here it is.
Another mystery. I wonder if it can be used to see what is hidden.
You have a lot of insight, Monk, I have to tell you. Alright, let's use it on this.
What? Spying on me? Look well, human, look. And no fear. You think there is safety in Mo. Walls will not save your life. Nothing lives if I say it shall die. Already my warbands march and shed blood. Soon your brittle little bones will bleach beneath a tyrant's sun.
Alright, I would assume that's Murcus Rex.
Murcus Rex. I felt his thirst for killing. You have seen the enemy, my lord. Take the tablet. You brought it to life. Perhaps you can find some use for it.
Yeah, I think his thirst for killing was evident.
Fascinating. You achieved what I could not in more than 30 years. You've discovered the secret of Mukong's tablet. It is a sort of window.
30 years, Monk? I mean, you just could have gone next door to the executioner, had a tooth that would have unlocked the secret passage, and then you could just... like, the thing was downstairs the whole time. This must feel very bad for you, knowing that the answer was just right there.
You should keep it, Adam.
Well, we're the only one doing anything with it, I guess.
Monk, you must talk to the king. He will listen to you. He must be persuaded that Adam's destiny is to lead us to victory against Murcus Rex.
What? Well, you know the king's views. How can Prince Adam possibly hope to defeat the Tyran armies?
Well, that's true. It is going to take a lot of convincing, knowing how Dad thinks about this stuff.
Men and dinosaurs must stand firm. Otherwise, what hope have we? We need a leader, and Prince Adam has proved himself worthy.
Yeah, and the king, our dad, the king, really hasn't, I guess. Time for us to replace him.
Would you rather wait for Murcus Rex himself to come and tear down the walls of Mo?
But Prince Adam isn't ready. He's never faced the Tyran. He knows nothing of the world outside Mo.
Right, well, whose fault is that, though?
And you think he'll learn by hiding inside this citadel? Will you teach him how to wage a war, monk? No, he must learn for himself in the world outside. He won't be alone. There are many who long to fight for their freedom. The time is now.
You may be right, Dina. Maybe it is time we came out of hiding. The Tyrann have spread too much destruction for too many years, and neither the king nor I have the spirit to face them in war. If these things are so, then Prince Adam must be allowed to follow his destiny. Very well. Let us talk to the king now.
Okay, as noticed, it does seem that we have a new party member. What does he think of, what is this amulet? What do you think about this?
There is an inscription, but I can't make it out. Most mysterious.
A mystery that you don't know the answer to. I'm getting the impression that's really common with you, monk.
There is...
Alright, let's head to the king. Maybe if we present it... No.
Let's talk to your father.
I agree. We should do that. Maybe if we present a united front.
Let's talk to your...
We should do that.
Let's...
Maybe if we do present a united front against the king, maybe we'll be able to convince him, but I don't know. I don't know about that. He seems pretty set in his ways.
Adam, Dina, and old monk went to the throne room. As Gregor's trusted advisor, Monk did his best to persuade the king.
And there's Eloy as well, ready to watch this.
Well, well, old friend, you astound me. For you of all people to expound such wild ideas. Building citadels, rallying the dinosaurs and men together. Foolish dreams.
Hogwash. Dinosaurs and men together?
Your Majesty, we are both men of peace, and we are old. But Prince Adam and Dina are young, facing a lifetime without hope. What gives us the right to condemn them and the rest of the world to extinction at the hands of Morcus Rex? It is surely better to die as free men than to live as slaves at the mercy of the tyrant.
Well, monk, you surprise me. I never thought I'd hear you argue for war. But you argue forcefully, old friend, and your counsel is wise. Maybe I have closed my eyes for too long, knowing this day might come. Adam, my son, this news you all bring me has opened my eyes. Yes, you must take up this great challenge.
If men are to survive, then you must be allowed to follow your destiny. If we are to be vanquished, then at least we will go down fighting.
That was actually kind of easy to convince him. Did anyone even try to do it before?
He will succeed, my lord. When he has united humans and dinosaurs, there will be hope for us all. With new citadels and a common purpose, we are sure to defeat Morcus Rex.
Ah, young Dina. With spirits such as yours, success does indeed seem possible. Adam, you have my permission to wage this war. Go to Shamar, with my blessing.
Finally, Dad is letting us out of the house on our own. Maybe he'll even let us take the car.
If there are any survivors of the Tyran attack, they will need your help. Thug, my sergeant-at-arms, will lead a company of my bravest warriors to go with you. See him as you leave.
I too will come, Prince Adam. I know the way to Shamar, and I would be honored to serve as your guide and messenger. I can fly on to scout the way ahead. A great day has dawned.
Alright, looks like we've gathered ourselves a proper party.
Ah, Prince Adam, we had forgotten what it was to feel hope until this day. I almost wish I could travel with you, but my place is here at your father's side.
You'll be greatly missed, Monk. I'm sure you would have been very useful. Well, we have made some progress in Lost Eden. We unlocked the secret of our crypt, and we have finally gotten our father to accept that we need to leave the Citadel, go off on adventures, and defeat the evil villain Morcus Rex. I think that's long enough, however, for tonight's stream. I'm getting kind of tired, so I think this is where we're going to have to leave this off. We'll continue on Lost Eden, I think, as we finally get to go outside and adventure around. Oh, right, save. Yeah, I should probably do that. Probably would be helpful to save. So, hope everyone had fun at the stream tonight as we did a little... let's save in Game 2. We did a little choosing our own adventure with House of Hell. We continued on with Sin and Punishment as the very clear, understandable story became more evident. And we played a few more 3DO titles. We played Strahl, we played Space Pirates, played a little bit more of Lost Eden, continued on our adventure. So I hope everyone had a good time. I hope everyone had fun. Another stream next week as we'll finish Sin and Punishment. I'll do a little bit of practicing on just getting a little bit better at it. And we'll continue on. People said that was the last level of the game, so we'll finish that. And probably continue a bit more with Lost Eden, try a few more 3DO stuff. I don't know if I'll be ready for CDI stuff to happen by next week. Probably, I might need a bit more time to get some stuff together. But we should have some more 3DO stuff to go before we get to that. And, yeah, we'll just continuing on. This next week, there'll be the next video of Mode. There'll be probably a video of Akiba's trip, I would think. And probably some Explig video on Monday, as we do. So, I think that's probably what the week is going to look like. So everyone have a good night. Everyone have a good week. And I am tired. I do have some tiredness, which makes me tired. Have a good night, everyone.